Good morning. Welcome to this service of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Amherst. We are so glad that you've chosen to spend time with us. We know you have many options and obligations, and we are grateful to have you here. My name is April Starr, and my pronouns are they, she, and I will be your worship associate today. In addition to serving in this capacity, I also lead the Sacred Singing Circle every morning, which is a come and go experiential singing circle from 9:30 to 10:15 every morning. For those gathered in the chapel, please place your phones in airplane mode or turn them off completely to ensure that our online community is able to participate without disruption. We also have assisted hearing devices at the usher station at the back of the church. If for some reason your device doesn't work, please put it in the basket near the usher station and take another one. We have plenty for everyone. Also, if you're feeling chilly, please get up at any time in the service and borrow one of the cozy blankets that are in the large basket at the back of the chapel at the entrance to the atrium. If we're not overly formal here, so please feel free to get up and take care of yourself.
Let me add my welcome to April's. I'm Reverend Michelle Buhite, the minister of this congregation. My pronouns, which I offer to create a truly inclusive and brave space for all to live into the fullness of our identities, are she and her. Today's service is an opportunity for us to reflect on some of the themes that we've encountered over the last 12 months. Unitarian Universalists don't have a lectionary the way churches in the Christian tradition do, where themes and stories are repeated on a regular basis, to embed the lessons and to have the opportunity to gaze at them through the lens of time and experience. So this service is meant to be an opportunity for us to reflect, revisit an idea, and weave all of that together in this community of faith. And so I begin as I gather us into this sacred time with words from Reverend Maureen Killoran. It's entitled, "Holy is this place." Blessed is this ground on which we stand. Holy is this place. Holy are the places of memory, the places which have formed us, where we store the icons of success and shattered dreams, and gather threads and pieces of what we would become. Holy are the places of memory. Holy are the places of the dream, the places over the rainbow, where all the children are wanted and all people are fed, where colors are the source of celebration, and youth and age come to the table as one. Holy are the places of the dream. Holy are the places of change and pain, the places of our struggle, where the rivers of our lives run white and fast, and we hold on, and grow. Holy are the places of change and pain. Holy are the places of connection, the places where we risk ourselves, where hands, touch souls, touch minds, and in awareness still, we change our lives. Holy are the places of connection. Holy are the places of becoming, the places of clear vision, where life and world are intertwined, and we can see forever in this moment and give thanks. Holy are the places of becoming. Blessed is the ground on which we stand. Holy and whole making is this place. Our gathering music this morning is found in the Teal hymnal, number 1008, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place, The lyrics will be projected up front, and I invite you to rise in body or spirit as we sing with great gusto together. That was wonderful. So we've gathered and we've sung. What we have just engaged in is the beginning of weaving ourselves together, making this place holy by our presence and our intentions. We continue this weaving as we observe two important rituals that remind us of our history, our future, and the beauty of this moment.
There we go. When we gather, we employ the elements of water and fire to create the sacred space where we can be fully present. Each week, we offer a land acknowledgement to bring to our minds and hearts the indigenous people who once occupied this land where our church is built. And in that acknowledgement, we also make a promise, a covenant to establish relationships with local indigenous people who continue to struggle in a whitewashed world that too often dehumanizes them and refuses to not acknowledge their sovereignty. So we offer this libation in gratitude as we honor the struggle of all people seeking justice and peace. We have the courage and wisdom to heal the wounds of the past and build a better future story with all of our neighbors and fellow creatures together. It is also our custom when we gather to light a chalice. The chalice is a cup or vessel that symbolizes Unitarian Universalism and the gathered community. The flame represents the spark that each one of us brings to represent the light of truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of our commitment to bring more compassion and justice to the world. Please join me in our chalice lighting words. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning in the celebration of the life we share together.
For our call to worship, I bring back to mind our UU value of pluralism. It's been a full year since we focused our attention on how we live into this value, so it's a good time for a little refresher. I invite you to close your eyes and imagine Unitarian Universalism as a house where each room has a slightly different decor, but a common thread runs throughout. We gather as a house of stories, many stories, woven fine. As we listen to the tale of those who have gone before, the way in front of us becomes clear. As we make space for voices long silenced, all of us become more free. As we hear the accounts of those who made it through the dark, courage reigns on each and every one. These stories, friends, I need yours as you need mine. It is how we become whole. Yes, we gather as a house of many stories. So come, let us listen once again.
Our song of preparation is one we've been singing for a few months now, May Peace Reign Over Us. We'll begin seated as we sing it the first time through as a prayer, and then I'll invite you to rise as we sing it as an affirmation.
As we move into this special time, this labyrinth meditation, I invite you to hold in your imagination the words of Albert Schweitzer. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by the spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. In this time when we give expression to the joys, concerns, and sorrows that we carry with us, know that even if your light is fragile and sputtering, there is someone who is able to share some of their own flame to strengthen yours. Each week when we gather, we make time in the service to acknowledge the joys, concerns, and sorrows, and other realities that we bring with us, affirming that every single bit of who we are can be held in this container of love. We embody this by placing a stone or a shell on one of our labyrinths. We have one here at the front and a smaller one at the back. And all you need to do, should you choose to participate as one who moves from your seat, is to place a stone. There are a few shells here. And maybe you have 3 people that are really on your heart. Okay, there are plenty of stones. Feel free to really bring all of that into this space. Should you choose to remain seated, know that you are also an important part of this sacred time, because you are holding the rim of the circle, and that is holy work. So whether you move from your seat or remain seated, this is the time. We are the circle. Come forward as you will. This one's for you. It's unusual for the center to remain empty. And so I place this stone in honor of those in our online community. Know that you are held literally in the center. Let's sing together, Spirit of Life. Now, if you're a regular here on Sunday mornings, you might be wondering, where have all the children gone? And you would have noticed, because where have all the children gone? Yes. Because they love the rock ceremony, and they come up and it's chaotic and wonderful. And so you might be thinking, oh, well, so why do we have a time for all ages? All the children are elsewhere. They're enjoying one of my favorite films. I don't know if I can say it, because, sure I can. It's Robin Robin on Netflix. Woo-hoo-hoo. 34 minutes long. It's so good. Not just for kids. So since what they're doing is something that's not just for kids, the time for all ages is not just for kids. It's why we call it the time for all ages and not the story for children. Okay, now that we know where we are, so I have in the Wonder Box a quilt. Oh, yay! I didn't see you back there, girlfriend. Oh my goodness, look at this quilt. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. It has some problems. So, I don't know, it's probably been a ridiculous amount of time ago, 30 years ago or so, I went to my friend's mom. Want to see that? Here, look at that. I went to her mom, who was a quilter, and I brought one of my family quilts, and I said I would like this to be fixed. There were just a few issues, not quite as many as this. Bye. There's a parent at each end, don't worry. Supervision continues. And so she took the quilt and kept it for about 2 weeks, and then called me to come to her house, and I expected to see my quilt fully refurbished. I'm not sure if that's the right word. And nothing had happened. And so then she invited me to come in and have a little tea and some cookies, and I thought she's buttering me up for something here. And she said, I can't fix your quilt. And I said, but you're a quilter. You do this all the time. She said, I can't fix it because I don't have thread that is as old as the fabric that you want to fix. And if I were to attempt to fix it with this new thread, it would actually harm the quilt and make it more likely to rip because the thread would be stronger than the fabric. Okay, let's sing our last song. I mean, that's a theological something right there, right? So, when there are tears or ruptures, we have to deal with them in the moment. I've had that family quilt since I was 12. Don't do the math. And it never occurred to me to ask someone to fix it because I knew I didn't have the capacity. I can sew. I can sew buttons on, and if like a tear in your socks at the toe, because no one sees those. That's my sewing. So I could have addressed it much earlier. I don't know if it would have been a different outcome, because the quilt was from the 1940s. So it was already significantly older than any thread that I had. So when we have tears and ruptures, it is so important to, in the moment, find a way to bind back together, whether it's a sock or a quilt or a relationship. Don't wait, because there may be a time when the fabric of that is simply not strong enough, doesn't have the capacity. Now that I've depressed you all, I feel really good about that. So, oh, I meant to show you there. There's a quilt that's all put together. It's not one of mine, but it's a very nice quilt from somebody on the internet. Thank you for your quilt. Okay. So I would like us to, in this next moment, in this shared reading, to consider how we weave ourselves together as a faith community. And I guess I'll just stop talking. So let's read this together. It's In a World. I'll read as one, and then April will read as all. You might want to be closer to your mic so they know where to go. In a world with so much hatred and violence,
We need a religion that proclaims the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
all right, it's a unison reading, y'all. In a world with so much brutality and fear, we need a religion that seeks justice, equity, and compassion in human relations. Oh, that was good. And now let's read it as if you're reading it to a child, a storybook, an amazing, magical storybook. In a world with so many persons abused and neglected, we need a religion that calls us to accept one another and encourage one another to spiritual growth. Wasn't that nice? It was so gentle. In a world with so much dogmatism and falsehood, let's be businesslike here, we need a religion that pushes us to a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. And now just read as yourselves, but still in a good rhythm, that'd be great. In a world with so much tyranny and oppression, we need a religion that affirms the right of conscience and the use of the democratic process. In a world with so much inequality and strife, we need a religion that strives toward the whole world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. In a world with so much environmental degradation, we need a religion that advocates respect for the interdependent web of all existence, of which we are a part. In a world with so much uncertainty and despair, we need a religion that teaches our hearts to hope and our hands to serve. Y'all did a great job. Longtimers to Unitarian Universalism might have recognized in that reading the principles that were adopted in 1986 and that guided UUs up until 2024, when values replaced or perhaps enhanced them. Personally, I don't see it as a replacement. For me, it is an enhancement for words that I cherish. And perhaps it's another way to get to the same place. Give two people a piece of paper and a pencil, and one will write and one will draw. Is one better than the other? I kind of like our blended approach. It mirrors our blended faith family. Unitarians and Universalists had different histories, but they both came out of a moral, I don't think so, when it came to bending the knee to the accepted theology that came out of the 4th century in the attempt to create a monolith of Christianity. I like a religion that begins with, nope. Our blended faith family has struggled to find one way of being. So let's stop struggling and extend a big hug of inclusion to one another in the same way we try to bring that to those who do not share our theology. That big hug of inclusion to traditions that may be different, but for whom love is central. That's the pluralism that we strive to embody. Today we're going to follow the path of both and, writing and drawing, principles and values. You might be surprised how easy it is. Pluralism starts not with legislation or manifestos, but with a capacity for openness and change. We are not born with those qualities. We have to work at them. We teach our children that pluralism means we can hold many truths and learn. Sorry, I'm going to start that over. Pluralism means we can hold many truths at once and learn from each other. That's what we teach our kids in faith development. We can hold many truths at once, we, and learn from each other. Can we work with that? Is that your experience in your journey? It's true for me. And I'll admit that some of the truths that inhabit this mind are contradictory. I just call upon the wisdom of Walt Whitman, who famously said, "Very well then, I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes." I love that. Please use that as your excuse when people think that you're waffling, you can't decide. It's okay, I contain multitudes. I'm listening to everybody. It's good. Essentially, what we are doing is stitching together a quilt of many truths and possibilities. We do it individually, we do it collectively. And by many truths and possibilities, I'm not referring to the all-you-can-eat spiritual buffet of ideas and practices. That will just give you a bellyache. I prefer the image of a big quilt, where many colors and textures enhance the overall pattern. You see, pluralism without a sense of rootedness is chaos, and it creates the threat of appropriation. We can respect another culture or theology without subsuming it or claiming it as our own. There is a big difference between being influenced by a theology or idea or practice and claiming spiritual authority. So let's return to our quilt imagery. A quilt is only a quilt when all of the colorful pieces are stitched together, either in a pattern or randomly, as in a crazy quilt. A bunch of pieces in a box has the potential of being a quilt, but it is not a quilt until it is stitched together. So I wonder, is Unitarian Universalism the quilt? Is it one of the pieces? Is it the thread that stitches it all together? I imagine that there are at least as many variations of an answer as there are people, not only in this room, but in that larger online room. And I would venture to say that our answers change as we are changed. And that's the key, isn't it? Our answers change as we are changed. Whether Unitarian Universalism is one square on your cosmic quilt, or the thread that holds your beliefs and practices together, or maybe it's just the whole big thing. Remaining open to change, keeping our hearts and minds open to new discoveries, keeps us spiritually agile and resilient. So there is one thing, my personal theology has changed over the years, dramatically. And then in some cases, just in little tweaks. That doesn't quite fit anymore, boop, boop. Oh, it fits now, bring it back in. I know I'm the only person in the room that has that experience, so that's why I'm sharing it with you, so you understand what isn't happening for you? Meaningful glance at all. The one thing in my personal theology that has not changed is my heartfelt conviction. I was going to say understanding, but I knew that was the wrong word. Conviction that there is the power of love to change and to guide me. So when a friend asked a group of us in seminary to define our theology in 3 words, thinking, well, let's see how long it takes people to condense all you've learned in seminary to 3 words. Well, I didn't hesitate. I didn't even know that this was my theology until I heard myself say it. And that was, love changes everything. On the day of my ordination, some of the folks in the Jamestown congregation gave me a bookmark inscribed with the date of the occasion, and love changes everything. I keep this in a prominent place in my office because sometimes I just need a tiny reminder of what is the core of not only my beliefs, but my values, and really, essentially, who I am. Love changes everything. So maybe that was the beginning of my fondness for 3-word blessings, particularly at this time of year. You can find 3-word blessings in the lobby on your way out. There will be more information about that later. This truth that love changes everything guides me. And so maybe a 3-word blessing is exactly what you need. What's your theological scope of ideas? Okay, bring out the book. Condense it to 3 words, 3 words that I can understand. Love changes everything. It changes us, giving us the capacity to forgive, to release, to consider our own life story and how that impacts our ability to make decisions and control actions. And so I don't know if you can hear it in my tone, but the love I'm talking about is a capital L kind of love. Contained in that love is grace, compassion, kindness, hope, and even forgiveness. And it is that love that is at the center of our living and growing faith. You got it.
Our Song of Hope is taken from the UUA's new virtual hymnal, Sing Out Love. We've sung this one time before, but it's catchy enough that I feel confident that we can sing it together. And Rick's going to play it through one time for us, and then we're going to dive right in.
Very nice. We are at the cusp of a new year. Maybe you've already created your list of personal resolutions, so I invite you to maybe add one more to your list, and that is to begin a new or renewed practice of love and compassion, a new project of living into the values and principles of our faith. I'm going to do something dangerous. This is where all the timing can go a little bit off. Because I am wondering, in what new and creative ways might you bring more love and compassion into the world? And that includes yourself, just in case. And I have a microphone, and I know how to use it. And when you raise your hand and I give you the microphone, you're going to hold it here, and you're not going to gesture with it, because then you can't be heard. How might you, in this coming year, just 365 days, in fact, let's just go with the first day. How might you, in this coming year, bring more love and compassion to your life or into others' lives? 1 and 2.
This one's a little silly, but I saw a theory of treating hosting as a hobby. And so one of the goals that I have for myself is hosting more community events, even if it's just like a small friend group, but bringing people intentionally together more frequently.
I love that. I'm going to steal that.
My act of love for the following year is something I just starting to learn about, and I want to continue. My normal practice is things that I'm upset with myself about, qualities I don't like about myself. I try to fight them or arm wrestle them down to the ground and make myself feel terrible about them. And in this new year, I'm going to look at each of these parts with love and try and make a space for them and understand who they are and what they have to say and how they are actually, instead of trying to hurt me or others, trying to help protect me. And by giving them space to talk and breathe and live, come in better understanding with them instead of fighting with them.
Thank you.
Just to say thank you more often. I won't consider this a small favor. It was a big one, like my son scraped the ice off my car this morning. Big one. And someone sharing a new recipe, or just a kind smile, or, don't put it off. Don't put off saying thank you, or I enjoy your company, or thank you.
Thank you. I've started a practice similar to what Kate described, because I don't know about you, but I'm pretty mean to myself when I talk to myself. Oh, Michelle, how could you do that? That was so stupid. And so now, and I've been trying this for a couple of months, and now it's automatic. I'm like, Michelle, you're so cute when you do that. And, sometimes I do it in a sarcastic tone, but it just makes me feel better about myself, even when I am just doing the silly things, like I go to the copier, I get what I need. I didn't get what I needed, I got what somebody else needed. I have to go back to the copier. Oh, Michelle, You're so cute. You're getting more steps in. Anybody else want to share how you might offer this capacity for yourself or for the larger community? We have time for one or two more.
Part of it is what you just said about stopping the inner voice that for some reason, I don't know why our inner voices can be so mean to us, and I need to stop that because it makes the day better if you're not constantly berating yourself. And also to learn to trust myself more, because I think if I do that, then I'll be able to trust other people more.
There's a sermon. Oh, look at that. I tell you that there's a time limit, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, there's this inner voice, and I have to learn that I cannot control people, places, and things, and that it will be all right. It'll be the way it's supposed to be, and that's very helpful. Not to know that you can't control it. And it will be the way it's supposed to be, and also smiling is good for people.
I'm just going to try to bring positivity everywhere I go, especially at my work, and it's very stressful, and I think bringing positivity and happiness helps everyone to grow and learn and love what we're doing.
I'm sure many of you have heard these words before, but I was taught that before I should say anything, it needs to pass three tests. Is it true? Is it kind? And is it necessary?
I'm going to add a fourth one. And is it helpful? All right, Joe. This was the last one.
Listen more and judge less.
Let's get a billboard. It just reminds me that we have a sign. We have a billboard. That's so fun. Thank you all for your generous sharing. So imagine the impact we might have in the world and in our own hearts if we were to commit to living our values, to stitching our stories, our sorrows, our hopes, our dreams into the big quilt of our living tradition, or just the big quilt right here. Imagine the impact we could have now and for generations to come. Imagine how we could be changed if we embraced the blessing that love changes everything. Everything is a big word. It's a big promise. Love changes hearts and minds. Love has the power to overcome fear and loneliness. Love is the antidote for feelings of inadequacy and sadness. Love has the power to spur us out of our complacency and into action. And contained in that love is grace, compassion, kindness, hope, and forgiveness. We will need all of that for ourselves and to share with others in the days to come. So as I get ready to close this portion of the service, I want to end as we began, with a reading by Reverend Scott Taylor, Our House of Many Stories. We gather as a house of stories, many stories, woven fine. As we listen to the tales of those who have gone before, the way in front of us becomes more clear. As we make space for voices long silenced, all of us become more free. As we hear the accounts of those who made it through the dark, Courage reigns on each and every one. These stories, friends, I need yours as you need mine. And it is how we become whole. Our song in response is a Holly Near song. We have one of her songs in our gray hymnal, We Are Gentle, Angry People. And April is going to sing the solo lines, and you are invited to join on the chorus, but not the first time through. Let her sing it the first time through so we all know how it goes. What we have at UU Amherst is pretty special. These days, it can be hard to find a community of thoughtful and caring people who are welcoming and inclusive, and we hope you have found that here. If UU Amherst feels like a place for you, whether or not you've explored membership, although I would love that, talk to me, we hope you will begin a practice of financial support. When you support UU Amherst, you support values that are infused with love. You make it possible for us to have a caring and responsive staff. You keep the snow cleared. We're working on the ice. We keep the lights on. You take your place in a line of people that began in 1954. That's the time that this church was born, in 1954. And it continues to this day, believing that we need not think alike to love alike, building a special place for seekers. So whether you give online, through automatic bank withdrawals, or randomly with the cash and lint in your pockets, we are grateful. And we promise to use your gifts respectfully and thoughtfully to continue to be the place where questions are welcomed and children learn love and kindness. The offering will now gratefully be received.
We began our service with the lighting of our chalice, and now we extinguish the chalice, not to quench the flame, but to return it to individual hearts, strengthened by this time together so that we can share our light with the world. Please join your voices with mine. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. As our service draws to an end, our service to the world is ready to begin. You'll find many opportunities for growth and service in your order of service and on our website. Parents, don't forget to pick, one parent, don't forget to pick your kid up from child development. 2 tables have been set aside in the Emerson room for families with small children, and the tables are closest to the kid-friendly area at the back of the Emerson room. Bring out the cosmic complaint box. It's the beginning of a new year, a clean slate. Time to toss out the old to make room for the new. Let's bring our grievances about the cosmos to the cosmos in this interactive service.
That's next Sunday.
That's next Sunday. Okay. Don't forget to pick up. And, a little ornament. I don't know where it went. I have a little ornament up here, but don't forget to pick up a blessing ornament. You'll find them in the lobby, and some are from Christmas Eve, and there's others from past years. And feel free to take some to share. There's plenty. We can be blessings, and we can share them too. And now, everyone, please rise in body or spirit as we have sing our closing blessing. And don't forget to twinkle your eyes and share smiles with each other in the third verse. And remain standing afterwards for the benediction, please.
Twinkle your eyes. Life is short, and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who make the journey with us. So be swift to love and make haste to be kind. Go in peace, make a difference.